For today's discussion, we're going to talk about the description of mechanism in technical writing. In technical writing, a mechanism refers to the detailed explanation of how a system, device, or process works. It describes the individual components, their functions, and how they interact to achieve a particular result. The purpose is to provide a clear, logical, and often step-by-step account of the operation or function of the mechanism, enabling the reader to understand how something functions or is constructed.
A mechanism description typically includes components, function, and interaction. First, let's talk about components. Components are the individual parts that make up the mechanism. Components can be physical items like gears, springs, or something less tangible like circuits or software, depending on what the mechanism is. Let's proceed to function. Function describes what each part does in the mechanism. Each component has a specific job, and understanding its function shows how it helps the mechanism achieve its overall goal. Last one is interaction. Interaction explains how the parts work together to get the desired result. It looks at how each component connects or works with the others, whether through mechanical, electrical, or software links to make the mechanism function as a whole.
So let's start with processes and diagrams. Processes refer to the steps or sequences of actions required to achieve a particular goal. Think of them as the how-to guides for getting things done. For instance, baking a cake involves a specific process: gathering ingredients, mixing them in the right order, baking, and then decorating. Processes ensure that tasks are performed systematically and efficiently. In professional environments, processes are crucial. They provide a clear roadmap for completing projects, maintaining consistency, and improving productivity. Whether it's assembling a product, troubleshooting a system, or onboarding new employees, process brings structure and clarity to tasks, and it can also help in regards of technical writing and mechanism. Now let's move on to diagrams. Diagrams are powerful visual aids used to enhance understanding. They simplify complex information, making it easier to grasp at a glance. Examples include flowcharts, which outline steps in a process, or pie charts that visually represent data proportions. For processes, diagrams can be invaluable. Imagine trying to explain a workflow without a visual; it's far less effective. A well-designed diagram bridges the gap, providing a clear, visual representation that complements verbal or written instructions.
So now let's have an examples for mechanism. So mechanism, as we all know, it refers to the detailed explanation of how a system, device, or process works. Its example is a door hinge. Its purpose is to allow a door to swing open and closed. Its components, it involves two metal plates, one on the door and one on the frame, and it is connected by a pin. Its function is the pin allows the plates to rotate relative to each other. Pushing the door causes the plates to rotate and swinging the door open. The hinge maintains the door's connection to the frame while allowing this rotation. Its process involves, first, force is applied to the door. Second, door rotates around the hinge pin. Third, the door swings open or closed. And the last one, the hinge maintains connection between door and frame. Another example is a bicycle pump. Its purpose is to inflate bicycle tires. Its components involves handle, cylinder, valve, and hose. Its function, pushing the handle forces air into the cylinder. The valve controls airflow, releasing it into the tire through the hose. Its process involves, first, hose is connected to tire valve. Second, handle is pushed down, compressing air in the cylinder. Third, valve opens, releasing compressed air into the tire. And the last is steps 2 and 3 are repeated until desired tire pressure is reached.